The following program is for adult audiences only.
Hey, this is Alonzo Bowden, and you are listening to Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
Who's Talking Shh with Johnny and Anthony.
And we're back.
Again.
For whatever fucking reason.
We know you're
Who
watching.
knows?
Hey, I checked our views, man. And we're over like 30-something thousand, man. We got a lot. I'm like, oh, I checked our views. I know how much we got. And then I don't actually know. But I do know we got like 30-something thousand, man. That's pretty good. That's like a small town. That's a settlement. That's a village at least, right?
There you go.
Like, how many people do you think one of those dickheads that's like screaming about the Christians out there on the street? Yeah, how many people? Maybe 100? He listens to me? I got way more than that, dude. Fuck that guy. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, right on.
Even if you don't listen to the whole video, I don't give a shit. You heard it. You heard something. I got the view.
Right,
I got the
there you
stat,
go.
dude. I don't give a shit.
Yep. If you just listen to Alonzo Bowden, I still got the view.
I got the stat. All right? And not only that, but Alonzo Bowden also agrees with every fucking thing we say on this show.
Yep.
Obviously, because he's at the
Wholeheartedly.
front. He agrees with everything we've ever said, including the stuff that YouTube has taken off. He agrees with it. He agrees with everything that we have ever said on this show. Just ask him.
I mean, you've never heard him say
He's
the views expressed are those of
Exactly.
Johnny and Anthony and not of me.
No, he's never said that.
Never
He's
said
actually
that.
I mean, we asked him to do this stuff, man. He just read it off, dude. He's cool. So obviously he's he's, you know. He's totally on our side,
He's a
100%.
fan. He's a fan.
He shares 100% of our views, for sure.
All right. We've got a decently long show today.
Ooh, decently long.
That's
That's what
Anthony's
my
college
dad
nickname.
said, dude. It's decently long.
So,
We're not going to judge you people.
some of the movies that I did the voiceover for are showing up on Tubi.
Oh,
Free if you want to watch them.
free. It's about
Dead-
time something's really free again, right?
Deadly Visions is up now.
Looking all ways.
Laugh or Die, that takes place during Nazi Germany.
Ha 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 ha!
The Orphanage. Actually,
Ooh.
I've watched that one. I haven't watched Deadly Visions or Laugh or Die
You
yet.
didn't watch the Nazi one?
I don't watch it until it's up, so I can watch it.
Oh,
with
I thought you were say I don't watch Nazi movies. That's the kind of stand we're trying to make. I mean, I watch Nazi movies, but I mean not movies made by Nazis. Movies with Nazis in them. You know.
The Orphanage was decent. It was based on a true story. Witchcraft, we just finished today. It was probably my second favorite of the ones that I did, because the other ones are not very good.
Man, what happened to all the fucking orphanages? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Dude, you guys got to go watch them. Let's get
Yep.
some views, man. That's some good content. Tubi,
Well,
Tubi, Tubi.
Let you know when the rest come up. So,
How many have you done now?
7.
You could almost call that like that's a thing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, be like, dude, I do like movies and shit.
Yep.
If Johnny went to bars, dude, he's got the lines.
Yep.
Trust me, I know a guy. Put you in a movie.
See, I've been in 7 movies.
He's been in 7. Count them.
Yep. Yeah, the other ones aren't up yet, which one of them
They're coming.
I'm really anxious to see because it's
Are you more than one character in all of them, or just one of them?
I'm in more than one character in each one.
See that shit? He's gonna be the next fucking water boy, making all these goofy ass voices.
Multi-talented.
There it is, multifaceted voice over.
You know-
actor. Why don't they put you in a fucking cartoon? DreamWorks. Let's
That's
go.
exactly. I would love to do cartoon or like a villain or like a monster
Animated
voice or
yeah,
something
do
like that.
something
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Yeah, that'd be it, right?
Yeah, and I
Come
would
on
love
now.
to do the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Just one character.
Come
in
on,
the whole
DreamWorks. Go on.
movie. Yeah.
Don't you need the shit, boys? Come on.
All right, we are going to address the elephant in the room.
Big purple fucker.
Joe Biden dropping out, and Kamala Harris running for president.
Dirty Joe. Is she? I heard she's dropping out too because she's poor, right? That's her whole thing. Now she's claiming poor. Yeah, she says that she's not gonna run because she's not a billionaire or millionaire, what the fuck ever, so she can't afford her own campaign.
But I haven't heard that yet. But
then
we'll see.
now she's been seen talking to Barack Obama, the millionaire.
Yeah, they endorse her too.
Did you guys know Barack Obama's a goddamn millionaire? Yeah, he is. That's what happens to every one of these fucking presidents. They just go on like write books and shit. Like, all right, I guess.
Nope.
But so if he endorses her, man, who knows? Go ahead and vote for your favorite. You know, whatever.
Oh, Celsius.
Not sponsored.
Not brought to you by.
And when you crack that thing, man, do it in a
Oh my
well-ventilated
God.
area, all right? It smells like cosmic vibe all up in here, okay?
Yeah, that's what it's. That's what it is. Cosmic vibe.
Cosmic vibe. Yeah, dude.
This is, sparkling fruit punch. It does not taste like fruit punch. I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy is I think the whole speech, like the whole I'm giving up speech, was only like 11 minutes, right?
I don't know.
Isn't that nuts? Like, this is the full-on president, and I mean, we're all acting like, oh yeah, well he's gonna continue to like do his job. That's why he says he's giving up, right? It's because he's like, I want to do my job as the president right now better than I can if I'm like focusing on trying to be the president later. I don't know. It's a weird train to follow, but okay. However, I feel like part of the first presidential campaign, if it were idyllic, is also running for a second term if you win. Right? That's part of the job.
Right.
Because you're automatically nominated by your party to be the guy that's running. So by you being like, I'm not doing it, that is kind of quitting. They were giving him flack, like, oh, he's not really quitting. He did his term, this, that, and the other, and not all presidents serve 2 terms. Well, yeah, because they lose the election. But they fucking would if they could, right? That's part of the first, like, that's part of getting elected is running for a second term. It's part of the gig. But, I mean, did y'all want him to run for a second term? I mean, I didn't. I was glad. I mean, get him out. Get him out. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know what's going on. He fucking, come on, this guy, he didn't he say his own got eaten by cannibals? Come on, man. Come on, Joe. I don't know.
He got COVID, so I think Harris may be the first female president anyway. So
I know. What if he
that
dies?
fucker croaks. Yeah.
Good night. What if he dies? Well, I don't think he actually has COVID. I think that's phony.
No.
I think that we were trying to figure out a way that, like, to save face politically, and like be like, oh yeah, I'm not like basically quitting, but I'm not gonna run because like I have COVID. But like I had COVID. He doesn't fucking have COVID. Get out of here.
Oh my God.
He did an 11-minute speech. I had COVID. I couldn't fucking.
I wasn't even awake for 11 minutes.
Dying.
In the entire fucking time, I wasn't awake for 11 minutes.
I'm not putting on a suit. My throat was so fucked up. Dude, I'm not putting on a suit and doing an 11-minute speech if I have COVID.
I couldn't stay awake for 11 minutes.
Maybe if you extrapolate COVID, but the first fucking week you have COVID, you're not giving speeches.
Nope,
Get out of town.
Nope.
And
if
you're 940 fucking 7 years old, dude, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not giving speeches for the first month of COVID, and you're finna have it for 6 if you survive. Oh my, that might turn into tuberculosis. You're gonna get fucked up, man. Like you're not giving speeches and shit. He doesn't have COVID. I think that's phony. Oh shit, YouTube. Hey, it's a joke. I'm messing around. Don't pull my. They don't trust me, YouTube. Come on, they don't believe me. But probably not. He probably doesn't have COVID. I think that was like a political save face thing. But I also don't think Kamala Harris could win, which is a bummer. I don't think she'll beat Donald Trump because now this whole thing about these assassinations hit the bricks, right?
Did I tell you what, man? Have you looked at the fucking polls?
I don't think the polls matter, man.
She is super fucking. She's winning some of the polls.
Neat.
And super close on the other ones.
Okay, but like, I think we forget how like this rigged ass system works. It's like she can win all the fucking polls she wants, and like here, you know, because we're giving like 1 or 2 fucking votes. But like Donald Trump's gonna win fucking Texas. He's gonna win. Like he's gonna win everywhere that you have to win. Kamala Harris can sweep the fucking states where she gets 2 votes, 3 votes, but these states that are giving big electoral college votes, those are going to Donald Trump, dude. He's gonna win, and he'll probably win handily. I think the only way you could beat Donald Trump is you need like a black dude, like the same color as Obama, but he has to have taken some kind of active duty combat role. Because you got two guys now, right? For the Republicans, you got Donald Trump. These are not the express views of any news source. These are the express views of a fucking comedian, all right? You got Donald Trump, who is fakely taking a fucking bullet for democracy in this country, right? He's like, oh yeah, I got shot. I know a 5.56. Anyway, and his second in command, this nutcase, this J.D. Vance nutcase, right? This guy, he's also he's like a combat veteran, right? So you're not gonna get somebody that's gonna beat this guy that's gonna be not somebody who's been in some kind of danger for this country. Kamala Harris is not that person. She's not that person. It's gonna have to be a fucking dude. Sorry, ladies. This time around, it's gonna have to be a dude. You're gonna have to get it next time. We gotta beat Trump. We gotta beat Trump. Come on now. We gotta beat him. It doesn't matter who wins. We gotta beat Trump, right? I think it needs to be a black dude because it needs to, that's who we can all the entire left and the youth and the young. It needs to be a black dude like 50 years old, 55 years old that is like an ex-combat veteran that leans hardcore liberal. He can beat Trump. Anybody else? Not gonna happen. Anybody else, there's no point in running because it's just like this guy supposedly they tried to kill him for democracy. He's here like the assassination. These are express views of a comedian. The assassination. It basically there goes the election. There it goes. You can wave to it because you don't have anybody. Joe Biden is not a combat veteran. Kamala Harris is not a combat veteran. They have never been put in the line of danger for democracy or for the beliefs of the citizens of this country. At this point, on record, Donald Trump has. J.D. Vance has. Even though they're maniacs, they've still put their life on the line for the country. J.D. Vance for sure. He's a combat veteran. I'm not talking... He's a nutcase, but he is a veteran, dude. Donald Trump, though, now he gets to be in this elite class of people that have been taken a shot at for democracy on the grounds of, like, he's giving a speech. Get the fuck... You can't beat him now. You need a special kind of candidate. And I don't think another regular old white dude is going to do it. I don't think a regular old white combat veteran going to do it. I think you need to unite the classes with a light-skinned combat veteran that's wise and slow to confrontation. I think that's the way to beat Trump. And if we can't do that, guys, I don't think you're going to do it. I think it's hard to do.
Well, going back on something you said about combat veteran, I believe that if you want to be president and control the most powerful army in the world,
Preach!
You should have been in the military.
Preach to him. Thank you.
100%.
Preach to him. That's you're the boss of those armed forces now. Like that's like you're the boss. That's the boss. The guy with the fucking tie. You gotta be. I think part of our problem though, with a lot of combat veterans or generals and stuff, these guys that you could put in that position, they seen too much fucking war to be like not a maniac. So that's part of the problem. That's why you don't often see like these candidate level like democratic combat veterans. You don't often see these guys they lean far left, or at least they don't lean so fucking red. And that's not saying that the Republicans are correct because all the fucking army guys are Republicans. No, you just find less democratic, like super liberal folks that want to go fight in a fucking war and want to shoot at people with fucking guns and shit. These are all hillbillies, man. Come on. There needs to be somebody to unite the country that understands, like, at least our fucking rules of engagement and shit. Like, we can't, like, even Barack Obama, man, that guy launched more fucking bombs than Donald Trump. Not a veteran. He's just bombing people. Like, he tried to take Syria off the fucking map, man. Like, come on now.
And it's so the easiest example I can think of is, you know, the fucking owner of KFC dies, and they say, hey, we're out of the fucking secret recipe herbs and spices. How do we do it? And they're like, I don't fucking know. It's like,
get somebody that doesn't fucking make chicken.
Yeah, how do we fucking run this military? I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
I never done it before.
I mean, and not that doing a couple tours, one tour is a million tours, makes you some sort of competent level military general that knows how to fucking maneuver all these fucking branches of service. I mean, you got your Coast Guard, your Navy, your Air Force, you get fucking Space Force now. You got all these assholes, right? You're not gonna be able to coordinate with all these things and know how to be the leader of all those things. But having put yourself in a position,
You have some kind of fucking idea.
and having put yourself in a position to die for the freedom and the American way of life, to say that I was willing to take a bullet for the fucking nation that I'm trying to be in charge of means something. And it always has been. It always should have been. But now we've had a lot of presidents, dude, that just like they don't do that, and that's not a qualification. I think it should be, and now that you have two people that are running, it almost is this election. It almost is now, even if one of them is getting investigated. That's the truth. Even if one of the incidents is getting investigated, it still happened, and we need to understand that the only way to beat that guy is to put somebody else on the line that has fucking faced that same kind of danger. How do you command? How do you send boys to war if you don't know what war is?
Exactly.
I mean, that's part
a lot
of it is sending dudes to war. That's a lot of being in charge, sending motherfuckers to go shoot guys,
When you've been the guy shooting those guys and
Yeah.
you've seen the death and shit firsthand, you're
Exactly.
not just going to rush into shit because
And
you know the consequences.
You also know what an unwinnable and a winnable battle is. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You understand, like, you're not going to send somebody to a 20-something year long campaign of urban warfare, Bush. We can't be sending guys that have never, and there is, like, supposedly he was a National Guard guy or something. I don't know. But he didn't really see a lot of active combat kind of scenario, and then he starts a 25-year-long fucking war in Afghanistan. I mean, that's crazy, man, because he doesn't know what that entails. Which, I mean, urban warfare, a lot of it is like a new thing back then. But I mean, we had generals that had seen fucking like the conflicts in Berlin. We've seen fucking urban warfare. Bush hadn't, so he's like, yeah, fucking let's start a war.
Exactly.
Which I'm not saying we didn't need to go bomb somebody over 9/11. I'm not saying we did, though. I'm not saying we did need to, because I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know some shit got real fucked up.
For real.
But I think the FBI investigated that too. So I don't know. What I'm saying is the FBI doesn't investigate shit that they think they're going to lose. They don't like being made a fool of. They don't want to investigate something and to be like, yeah, we shouldn't have investigated that. That was a waste of resources. No. They like finding crimes. I don't know.
Excuse me. All right. We're going to jump into our first story.
I think Alex Jones got sued for saying 9/11 didn't happen.
Yeah.
9/11 happened.
Oh, for sure.
It happened. It for sure happened. I seen it on camera and shit. You fuckers can't sue me now.
All right. Boy, this first one is a doozy, my friend. Jackass star Steve-O set to undergo D-cup breast augmentation.
Who?
Steve-O.
I know, but what the
Jackass.
fuck is what is he getting? What? Come on. I know who it is.
Jackass star Steve-O confirmed this week he is going to undergo breast augmentation for a laugh. During an appearance on the X5 podcast on Wednesday, the 50-year-old prankster said he's been thinking about getting a pair of fake breasts for years. I came up with the idea a few years ago to get a boob job and just film a bunch of legitimately funny hidden camera pranks with me in disguise, in various disguises, and then revealing who I actually am, and just funny endurance stunts and whatever, he said. I've been so practically in love with that idea because the opportunity for comedy, I believe, is absolutely there, and it's like the quintessential Steve-O, that level of commitment, he said. The augmentation will only be temporary, however. Steve-O said he would only have them for max 2 months before having them removed again. I spoke with the doctors and I said to them candidly, the only thing I'm really freaked out about and bummed out about and would back out of is this over as if I'm just going to be a mess afterwards, Steve-O said. He confirmed he plans to get D-cup size implants. It's going under the muscle, and the doctors are completely unfazed. Like 2 months, it comes out, absolutely no issue, he said. Despite doing it all for a laugh, Steve-O said he is working with the absolute best doctor in the world at giving men gorgeous boobs. He even revealed his surgery has been scheduled, but the podcast bleeped out the date he mentioned. Steve-O has long been known for undertaking dangerous, painful, over-the-top stunts for the Jackass reality TV series and movies. He said he has already set the bar so high for his stunts that he has to push things too far in order to raise it. In the spirit of gone too far, like getting a boob job is a nuclear move, he said. Dude, I'm not going to lie. I'm fucking excited for it, to be honest. I really am.
I want to say, I feel like you can accomplish your objective aesthetically by consulting some of our fine drag queens of today. However, when it comes to a dude, because I mean, like, yeah, you know what's gonna happen? He's going full bare tits. That's what he's doing. That's the point. It's so he can go full bare tits and skateboard like an asshole or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Bravo. I fucking
I love it.
Dude, how fucking,
I love
dude.
it. I think it's hilarious.
And not only that, but for like a hashtag free the nipple campaign, right? Like,
right?
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be fucking hilarious. It's about time some dude with a nice set of tits is out here fucking, you know, I don't know what he does. I don't know.
Shoot rockets out his ass.
Yeah, chugging beer up his ass. Or, you know, whatever you want to do. You know, I mean, I don't know. The Jackass stuff did get a little too weird for me. After the first movie, dude, I was like,
I've seen them all and I fucking love them.
Didn't they get a little...
Every one of them.
You know how I feel about certain levels of stuff.
Certain
stuff, dude. I don't know what's going on.
And me, I love the potty humor, so it's all good.
I mean, however, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun, dude. I'm glad he's doing it. I think it's just so fucking stupid. How fun. And I mean, I think he gets. I mean, he's gonna get a special level of like privilege and shit too. Now he's gonna get to see some levels of privilege that like he has just a regular old white dude that like is an ex-drug addict has never seen.
Absolutely.
I mean, good night, dude. He's gonna get like fucking tables at restaurants and shit.
Absolutely.
Free fucking circus tickets.
Free drinks every. You're gonna go to the bar, get free drinks all night.
I wouldn't do it, but
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't do it, dude. I'll just pay for my drinks, dude. But, you know, whatever, dude. I'm not Steve-O. I didn't shove shit up my ass on TV, dude. I don't know. I never did that. So, you know.
Damn
I'm not saying you can't.
I got natural C cups and it hasn't got me shit so far.
He's going D. He's going D. You gotta go bigger, John. You gotta go bigger, go home, get to D. Dude. You gotta go D, double D. You gotta go bigger, go home. And also, I also want to know, like, the level, like, the door he's opening up is, like, this level of body modification for the sake of physical comedy. And slapstick, at best, physical comedy. Not just, like... It's not a thinker. He's getting tits so he can do stuff with tits. It's not a thinker, guys. It's not some subliminal, we're doing this for the rights of some... This is a thinking joke. No, it's full-on physical body modification for slapstick fucking comedy. I don't know where this ends, but I want to see. I want to see where it ends. I want to see where somebody's like, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna get a full-on fucking new face for pranks. You know, I'm just gonna get a full-on new fucking face for pranks. Like, why not? Yeah, 2 months, I'll be a different fucking guy. No big deal. Absolutely insane. Hey, mom, what's going on? Good morning, or some shit. You know, it's a different guy. Fucking hilarious.
On a related note, Steve-O is going to be doing a tour for another stand-up thing, and he will be in Reno.
Reno. You know, his stand-up, some of it's a little weird.
I really enjoyed it.
Funny,
I really enjoyed it.
But some of it's a little too much, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. But it is good. It's worth watching. It's worth going and seeing. It's certainly worth going and seeing. And maybe he'll shoot himself in the head with an arrow. For sure. Maybe. Dude, sometimes he does crazy stuff.
Yeah. Right? All right. Speaking of crazy shit. So, Anthony, July 20th. Did you watch the event of the century? Okay, it wasn't really, but...
What was the event of the century?
It was Jake Paul versus Mike Perry.
Oh, I didn't. I watched it on
the
YouTube
highlights
the day after.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
So, that was the day that was supposed to be Mike Tyson.
Yes!
And
that was annoying.
And yeah,
but Mike Tyson got like what, jaundice or something?
something about an ulcer or some shit like that.
And well, guess what?
And
maybe be a
while he's flying or something. So I did watch the fight, and I have to say that if that was legit, if that was a legitimate fight, and not a work, or they paid him or whatever, I don't know that Mike Tyson has a chance, dude.
No, Mike Tyson was always going to lose.
I honest to God, like I've wanted Tyson from the get-go. I'm starting to like Jake Paul, but not against Mike Tyson. But I don't know that he has a chance.
Guys.
Mike Perry is only 5 years older than Jake Paul, and we've all seen Mike Perry in UFC and BKFC, where he's 5-0, by the way, take shots from people that hit a lot harder than Jake Paul and fucking still knock people out. I don't know, man.
Guys, Mike Tyson will get beat the fuck up by Jake Paul. He really will. That's the thing. Mike Tyson, I might beat up Mike fucking Tyson. That's an old man. You better quit with that bullshit. Mike Tyson didn't beat up Roy Jones fucking Jr.
Word.
Okay? Roy Jones Jr. is the kind of guy at this point, if you see him in the Walmart and you don't know who he is, you're not afraid to beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah. He's like your uncle from the cookout.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to body slam Roy Jones fucking Jr., dude.
Yeah.
Like what do you mean, bro? Like, and Mike Tyson didn't beat this guy up. Now I get it. Everybody looks tough in training. Mike Tyson has taken good care of himself, but the thing is 50-something-year-old muscle homie is 50-something-year-old muscle. Jake Paul is an athlete. He's gonna beat the shit out of that old man. However, Mike Perry is supposed to be a tough guy, dude. I've seen him fight in BKFC. Dude, he's a real fighter, dude. He's takes
For
some,
real.
I really thought he was gonna do a lot better.
Yeah.
But
Word.
it's a different thing, dude. The bare fist is different. I think Mike Perry also, if it was legitimate, he's used to hurting people with that bare fist. Taking a bare fist shot hurts. It'll cut you up. Gloves are different. He's used to inflicting more damage with his shots than he was inflicting on Jake Paul, and Jake Paul's fucking, he's used to boxing. I wish he would fight a full-on boxer, but I don't know if there's a boxer that's good enough at his weight class at this point to say, like, oh yeah, this is a pedigree style kind of guy that's gonna whoop this dude's ass. That's why he's fighting all these dickheads.
Well, I mean, he did fight Tommy Fury, who is a legitimate boxer, and he did lose.
This guy. If this guy was the same fucking weight as Jake Paul, this guy would fuck him up.
Dude, it doesn't matter
But-
if Canelo fought him at any weight, dude.
I don't know.
They could be fucking 50 pounds apart. It don't matter, dude. Canelo's going to piece him
You
up,
think
dude.
so?
Oh, fuck yes.
I don't think so.
100%.
I think that's a fight that no doubt Canelo would have to win by decision.
Yeah,
He's not strong enough, dude.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem is we're not taking into account Jake Paul's chin. He's an athlete that does boxing exercises. He's gonna have a chin. We all think he's like, he's this YouTube guy. Like, yeah. At this point, dude, he's been punched in the face enough not to fucking fall when he gets punched in the face. An old man isn't gonna knock this fucking kid out, dude. It's not gonna happen. Mike Tyson, don't take the fight. Don't do it. Don't let him be the guy that gets to beat up Mike Tyson, guys. Don't do this.
Mike Perry said that Jake Paul's got some fucking power. He cracked his rib in the first round.
I'm telling you,
My God
do
damn,
not
man.
let Jake Paul be the guy that lets Tyson, the great Mike Tyson, come out of retirement and get beaten up on live television. I don't mean one knockdown,
Make me
guys.
sad.
Guys, I don't mean one knockdown, guys. I mean, like, Tyson's... he's going to keep getting up. And he's going to get knocked down again. And again. And again. All the way up until, like, number fucking 7. Unless that referee is sick of watching his grandpa get beat up in the fucking
Stops
ring.
the fight.
I mean, it's not that Jake Paul is this fucking incredible fighter. But Tyson is no longer an incredible fighter. We've already seen him not... He didn't beat Roy Jones Jr., okay? Now put Roy Jones Jr. with Jake Paul. Who wins?
Jake Paul.
Okay, and Tyson couldn't beat up Roy Jones Jr. And there's no question that Jake Paul is fucking up Roy Jones Jr., right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think our answer's already found. I don't know why I don't even know why I didn't think Tyson was gonna actually fight him. And when it came out that, Tyson's magically has syphilis or what the fuck ever and he can't fight him. I was like, yeah, sounds about right. He's not going to fight that kid. That's fucking dumb. It was all for publicity, just to get him more views on fucking TikToks or what the fuck ever. If he miraculously survives the fucking, sprained ankle or what the fuck ever, and he goes and gets beat up by this fucking, 28-year-old kid, dude, good night, dude. Come on. Don't do that to Tyson, guys. Don't let him. Don't let him. Just find... There's a dude... he boxes for street beefs. There, let him get beat up by Jake Paul. Don't fucking let... This guy's a fucking national hero. Besides the domestic violence and the ear biting and the drugs in the prison. But this guy's an American hero. He loves pigeons. Come on. Don't let him get beat up by this kid, America. Fucking help him out. Because he's not going to win. He was never going to win. Remember when they announced that fight? And I was like, dude, I'll fucking fight Tyson. I don't care. He's an old guy. I mean... obviously, he's a kick-ass boxer, but, you have to fight for, a long time. To a point of, he's not his 20-year-old self that's just going to come in and fucking nail you. I mean, he's going to have to fight Jake Paul for more than 1 round or 2 or 3, and then you're going, now you're fighting a guy that's old and tired, and then you're just going to beat the shit, you're just going to club him to death. I mean, come on now. Good night.
I think Tyson just needs to put caution to the wind and just come out and be old Mike Tyson in round 1 from the fucking bell.
Yeah, but
either knock him out in the first or just quit between rounds.
We got to remember, guys, that also everybody loves old Mike Tyson. Everybody loves that shit. But if you're trying to learn how to box and you're watching Mike Tyson footwork videos and shit and you really analyze him as an athlete, he fucking missed a lot of shots. He put a lot of shit into a lot of stuff that missed. He would just totally fucking miss. You cannot do that at 50. You cannot come out for a full round and miss a bunch of times. Because now you got 50-something-year-old shoulders and they're blown out at the seams. Now you can't pick up your fucking arms in round 2. And Jake Paul can actually really hit you. He's not a small dude. He's a tough guy. I think it's bananas that old man thinks he's going to come out here and put on a show. We already seen what you can do, man. Or was that if that was a fake fight, if you were just doing I don't want to beat up Roy Jones Jr. thing, okay, well then admit that and be like, all right, that Roy Jones shit was a joke, man. I'm the real deal. I could have fucking killed that guy, and I'm coming for this kid's neck.
Yeah, they paid me not to put him down.
Then say that because it was fucking embarrassing to me. To watch that was embarrassing.
For
I paid for that. That's the last shit I ever paid for because of that bullshit. It was embarrassing to me to watch one of the greats, a god of boxing. Come on.
2.
It would. Roy Jones Jr. We all were not expecting. It was a straight, what happened to Tyson? Is the whole thing I was thinking. I was like, what happened to Tyson? How come he's not Tyson? He's not Tyson. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, he's an old man. You fucking dick. Just because he looks like he's fit doesn't mean he's not an old man. He's an old man. I mean, Jake Paul isn't an old man. He's going to fucking beat that dude up. We can't let that happen. Come on, America. We got to stop this. We got to stop this.
See, what they need to do is right before the fight, just tell him that Jake Paul stole his tiger.
We should fucking have Tyson... fist fight Hulk Hogan. There's a boxing match. Tyson versus Hulk Hogan, all right? They both are in shape. They both pretty much taking care of themselves through drugs and other meat. They're both fucking, but they're not real muscles. Those aren't real muscles. If I seen Hulk Hogan, I wouldn't worry about beating the shit out of him. I'm not gonna be like, oh, Hulk Hogan. Whew. What do you mean? He's an old man. You can fuck that guy up.
I don't know if Tyson could reach his chin.
It would be interesting, dude. Tyson fought some tall dudes.
He would have to use the fucking star for sure to fucking get him.
He fought some tall dudes. That's the fight I want to see. I don't want to see Jake Paul beat up Mike Tyson. I want to see Hulk Hogan and Mike Tyson go a couple rounds. That's the fight I want to see. We don't need to let this dude beat up any more of our heroes. I'm sick of this fucking kid just getting to beat up old guys and be like, look how good I am. Fuck off. Fuck off, dude. I'm not fighting Jake Paul. I stabbed that motherfucker.
All right. We are going to move on to the next story.
That's it, man. I don't live in California, bro. I got, I turned 21, dude. My first $650 in the alley of a bar was the purchase of an illegal firearm. It's the first thing you buy in Nevada is a gun. 21, I'm buying a gun. I don't got a fist fight no more. You out of your mind? Come on. That's crazy.
Right.
You only box if you live in California. Can't have guns there. New York! Box in New York. Can't have guns there.
All right. And coming up next. Disney World brutally axes beloved character after 50 years over fears his name is offensive to alcoholics.
Let me think of who it is.
Yeah, tell me if you can get it.
Is it a part of the original group?
Yeah. Well, not the group you're thinking of.
Not the original 6 or 7?
Uh-huh.
Is it the alien?
Disney World, not Disneyland.
Fuck. An original Looney?
No.
That's Warner Brothers. Stupid fuck. That ain't Disney. Okay, Disney. Is it a DreamWorks?
No. It's the Country Bear Jamboree.
I thought that would be racist, not towards alcoholics. The Country Bear thing is super old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear the article. What's going on? How is it offending the alcoholics?
Walt Disney World is relaunching a fan-favorite attraction after making major updates, including renaming one of its most popular characters. The Country Bear Jamboree, a Magic Kingdom institution since 1971, shut down in January of this year for a revamp. Renamed Country Bear Musical Jamboree, the animatronic crew of singing bears returns on Wednesday minus one beloved character. Liver Lips McGrowl, a slightly chubby brown bear with pouty lips, was axed from the program over concerns his name is offensive, reported Inside the Magic. The term liver lips describes swollen lips due to excessive alcohol consumption and has also been used as a racial slur.
Funny.
A poster advertising the reimagined attraction shows the bear has been named Romeo McGrowl.
What the fuck would they have named him Liver Lips in the fucking first place?
Because he was an alcoholic.
Good night.
His appearance is largely unchanged, but he sports a bouncy head of blonde hair and a purple necktie.
Guys, 50% of the comedians on this channel endorse using the term liver lips for alcoholic assholes at the bar. I'm not going to tell you which 50%, but 50% of this show endorses that as a hilarious insult to alcoholics at a bar. Pipe down, liver lips! Fucking hilarious.
Says the revamped experience features a brand new script and score made up of Disney songs performed by musicians, including... Now, I learned that this guy's last name is not how I thought it was pronounced. It's McAnally, not McAnally, which is what it looks like.
Mick McAnally.
Yeah, McAnally.
Mac McAnally.
Allison Russell, Chris Thiel, and Emily Allen Roberts, according to Variety. The new set list features a new original and some word eponymous song written for the attraction. Other numbers include songs from new films such as Zootopia and Coco to classics from The Little Mermaid, Mary Poppins, and The Jungle Book. The original song that is from the original set list is Come Again, the closing number. Disney has splashed out on woke replacements for some of its best-loved theme rides since deciding to ditch them at the height of the George Floyd protests. The corporation ordered the leveling of its Smash Mountain... Okay, let's try that again. The corporation ordered the leveling of its Splash Mountain flume rides in 2020, deeming their references to the 1946 film Song of the South not appropriate in today's world. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, based on the 2009 animated film The Princess and the Frog,
great fucking movie,
keeps Splash Mountain's DNA as a log flume ride, but it's infused with music, scenery, and animatronic characters inspired by Princess, set in 1920s New Orleans.
Ooh, 1920s New Orleans was not a good place. No sir, no sir.
Yeah,
that's an interesting. I was mulling it over in my head of how they could consider it racist. I totally get it.
Yeah, I
totally
think we figured that one out.
Right? Because if you call someone liver lips, that's against the alcoholics. That's funny. That's endorsed. If you call somebody liver lipped, We have a problem with that. Now, we do not endorse that kind of behavior on this show. All right, take it easy now.
No.
Fucking take it easy.
But wow. But offensive to alcoholics.
I don't think that's who gives a shit about
Now,
that
what
guy?
alcoholic is going to court with a case against Disney World for I'm
not only
offended?
that,
I'm fucking offended by
I
the
want to figure out
fucking
who
bullshit.
makes the fucking rules on what is a level of alcoholic that is allowed to be included in the ones that are offended,
Yeah.
right? Like, how many alcohols do you have to be allowed to be mad about them making fun of you for being an alcoholic, right? I mean, that's usually a personal choice. I don't think you can get offended on the grounds of, like, what you do with your personal, like, a personal choice. That's normally like a race, like something you didn't choose.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to be an alcoholic, man. You can't get mad about them making fun of you. Fuck you, drunk.
It's
Fuck you, liver lips.
It's a disease. Yeah.
However, modeling that ride on 1920s New Orleans is kind of fucking crazy. It wasn't a great time for folks.
People.
It wasn't a great time for the Cajun community. Okay, so let's take it easy. Let's update that. All right, let's update it. Why not make it that little cricket guy? I like the Firefly guy in that movie. Oh yeah, he's a little racist towards Cajun people, but he's funny. You know what I mean?
All right, next story. Speaking of racist towards Cajun people.
Oh.
West Virginia couple charged with trafficking their adopted black children to be used as slaves, authorities allege.
Oi.
Yeah, for real.
Like, how much an hour is what they were charging?
Says 2 West Virginia parents are awaiting trial on more than a dozen charges after adopting 4 black children and allegedly using them for forced labor on their farm, court documents show. Jeanette Whitefeather, 62, and Donald Lance, 63, who are both white, have been charged with human trafficking of children, civil rights violations, use of a minor child in forced labor, and child neglect, according to the 17-count indictment.
You can't let fucking 60-something-year-old white people adopt children.
Right?
Get the fuck out of here. Especially black children. What the fuck? Anyway.
This is Madison Tuck, assistant prosecuting attorney for Kanawha County, West Virginia, told CNN Wednesday that the trial is set to begin on September 9th. Tuck said that the children are all safe, but declined to give further details about their location. Lance and Whitefeather entered not guilty pleas during a June 11th arraignment. Mark Plants, an attorney representing Whitefeather, told CNN Thursday that his client absolutely, emphatically denies the allegations. We're talking about 2 parents who adopted 5 black children, who cared for them for the last 8 years, and this is going to come out at trial. And we'll let the jury decide at the end of the day. But we absolutely, empathetically deny the allegations.
Who's fucking charging them? With, like...
The state, I assume.
State? Like, I want to know who reported them. Like, what were they doing? Does it say what they're doing?
I don't... Yeah, it does.
Okay, let's go.
Says Lance's attorney did not immediately return requests for comments. During the arraignment, 13th Judicial Circuit Judge Mary Claire Akers said, "I don't think I've ever seen an indictment like this in all of my time." Akers, referencing the incident, said it alleges the children were targeted because of their race to be used as basically slaves. CNN has obtained court documents related to the case, which began in October 2023 when Kanawha County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call raising concerns about the children. CNN requested a copy of the 911 call, but authorities declined to release it. The 911 caller reported the children were made to do farm work and not allowed inside the house, according to a sworn statement from the deputy who responded to the call. A news release from the sheriff's office noted that deputies had to force entry into the barn, where they located a juvenile male and juvenile female locked inside an approximately 20 by 14 foot room. The children had no means to exit the barn on their own, no running water, no bathroom facilities, and were obviously deprived of adequate hygienic care and food, the release said. According to the deputy's sworn statement, the female juvenile also stated she and her 14-year-old brother were not allowed inside the house. There were no accessible windows in the room or way for the children to exit. If there was a medical emergency or fire, the children would be unable to exit the locked room to safety, the statement said.
Is that slavery?
Well, I mean, it's not nice, for sure.
I mean, I was raised by some slavers. I don't know. I got locked in places all the fucking time.
When Whitefeather and Lance arrived hours later, the deputy wrote, Miss Whitefeather made the admission to Detective Alford that the children were left in the shed, but stated they like it. An affidavit from a lieutenant in the sheriff's office indicated that the police encounter in October 2023 was preceded by 2 other concerned 911 calls about the well-being of the children. Both callers, in May and June 2023, told dispatchers that children living there were sleeping in the barn and using a portable toilet outside, according to the affidavit. Both times, Whitefeather and Lance claimed to responding deputies that they had just moved to the site from Washington State and were using the portable toilet due to plumbing issues in their new home, the statement said. Miss Whitefeather told the deputies that people in the area don't like them and vehicles have been stopping on the roadway in front of their residence, the lieutenant wrote of the June 2023 encounter. This call was cleared with no police action necessary. A grand jury returned an indictment against Whitefeather and Lance in May that alleged, among other things, that the couple did knowingly, feloniously, and willfully traffic a minor and did recruit, entice, and obtain the victim of the offense from a shelter and facility that serves runaway youths, children in foster care, the homeless, and victims of human trafficking, domestic violence, and sexual assault. The pair are each being held on $500,000 cash-only bonds, according to the arraignment order.
God dang. Man, that's a lot of dough. But, I mean, everybody fucking knows you can't lock a kid in a place anymore.
That's a fucking mill for the 2 of them.
Yeah, dude, they stopped letting you lock a kid in a place from the outside like a while ago. I think we decided that in like 2005. I remember.
Or something.
I remember being like, man. I remember my mom started telling me, like, I'm not allowed to tell people that I'm locked in places from outside. I remember, it was like 2005, 2006. She's like, yeah, now there's a rule, like, you're not allowed to say what goes on in this house anymore, right? Like, now I'll get in trouble for this, you know? You haven't been allowed to do that for, like, fucking 20 years, dude. Come on, man. You can't do that. Yeah, hold them in jail. Fuck them. I don't really care about white people that are over the age of 60. I mean, what do you mean? You weren't arrested for 60-something years. You know how many fucking times I've been arrested? Fuck you. What do you mean? You think it's about time to hop to it? Go on, get to jail. I think we ought to make them all do a couple years. Just for what we didn't catch you doing.
Right.
I mean, you're not telling me you've lived in this country for 65 years, white guy, and you didn't do nothing wrong? Ah, yeah, you did. You did something. You did something. You did something somewhere. Somewhere you did something. I know you did. I know you did. You can't live a life in this country without breaking the rules. The system is designed to make you pay them. You did something. I know you did. You're doing a couple years. That's it. It's not a lot. It's a little bit. Especially if you think about you've been out for 60 years. 2 years ain't even that much. That's like a week if you've been only alive like 20 years. You know what I mean? Exponentially, right. That's like a week if you've only been around for 20 years. It's not that much, man. Take it easy. I don't think 60-something-year-old white people should be able to adopt children. And not only that, but like, what views are they imparting on these fucking children? 60-something-year-old white views. They're teaching these kids how to be 60-something-year-old white folk. You don't want to hang out with a 60-something-year-old white folk. I knew a guy when I was in school, and his parents were old as shit. They were like 50-something, and they were white folk. He didn't have any friends. He didn't have any friends, dude. But you know what? He didn't fucking deserve them. It was his fault because his parents were old. So don't fucking do that, all right?
Yeah.
Don't do that to your kids.
Don't let your parents be old.
Don't make them fucking weird. Bringing fucking weird ass Cracker Jacks to fucking school as snacks. Fucking doing weird shit. Having a Walkman longer than you're supposed to. Fucking weird shit. Old white people shit. No, sir. Tucking in your fucking white t-shirt into your jeans. No. It's white people shit, dude. No, sir. Wearing a bow tie to the school dance. The fucking old white people shit. It's his fault he didn't have any friends. Don't do that. We shouldn't let old white people get... I find it weird that they're like, these are black kids. So now it's slavery. Well, any kids you lock up and do work against their full on against their will for like food or board. Those are slaves. They don't have to be black kids. But
It's true.
racially speaking, I don't know what. Why is a 65-year-old white person not like why are you adopting a black kid, but like why only black kids? That's what seems weird to me. Like a kid's a kid. Why only black kids? That's what makes the whole same thing a little racist. It's not because they're black. It's because they're all only black. You should have at least like 1 or 2 white ones, maybe an Indian one, a Mexican one, and 2 black ones. Then it's like, they're chores.
And you got the village people.
Yeah, then they're chores you're making them do. But if they're all black kids, we're in trouble. You can't be doing that. Come on, dude. Keep those fuckers in jail. Why not? Fuck 'em.
All
We
right.
can spend $1 million on something else.
We're going to go into the last story. It's kind of a long one, but Anthony's going to fucking love it. He can't wait till they get it here. All right, here we go. Bread and bullets. Some southern supermarkets now sell ammo out of vending machines.
I heard about that. Does it take cash? Let's hear about it. Oh, man.
All right. It's kind of a long story, and I fucking condensed the shit out of it. It was holy fuck.
It's because the fucking liberals hate it.
Adults in some U.S. states can now buy gun ammunition out of AI-powered vending machines right at their local grocery store. The company that makes them argues it's a safer way to sell ammo than online or off the shelf. But experts have raised concerns about increasing its availability in a country where gun violence is already widespread. American Rounds LLC currently stocks its automated ammo retail machines in 8 supermarkets across Alabama, Oklahoma, and Texas. At least one was removed earlier this month from an Alabama location per local news reports. They are launching another this week in Colorado and say many more are on the way. We had requests in Hawaii, requests in Alaska, from California to Florida, and every state in between for the most part, CEO Grant Majors told NPR. We have currently about 200 grocery stores that we're working on fulfilling orders on machines for. The Dallas-based company, which Majors says has about 10 employees, shot into the national media spotlight this month, but has been supplying stores with vending machines since November 2023, when it installed its first at a Fresh Value location in Pell City, Alabama. Major said he was approached earlier this year by some strategic partners that we had done business with in another space who were interested in possibly using high-tech vending machines to sell ammo at grocery stores. His team set out to investigate the landscape. Ammunition is traditionally sold off the shelf, he said. It just sits there openly like boxes of cereal at a grocery store. Federal law prohibits dealers from selling handgun ammunition to anyone under 21 and long gun ammunition to anyone under 18. The same federal laws that disqualify people from accessing firearms based on things like criminal history also apply to ammunition.
Some of those laws are a little fucking... Take it easy, all right? But anyway.
Though do not require sellers to conduct background checks, according to Giffords, a gun control research and advocacy center. Only a handful of states have passed laws requiring background checks or licenses to purchase ammunition. Majors said the way the ammunition is currently sold, online and on the shelves at gun stores, sporting goods stores, and big box retailers, makes it easy for people to steal it and for minors to order it illegally behind a keyboard. When we looked at the market, we wanted to create a safer environment for ammunition while still respecting the integrity of the 2A community, he said, referring to the Second Amendment. Majors acknowledges that not everyone will see self-serve ammo machines at grocery stores as a step forward, but he says they're not like the red box booths or old-school vending machines that many people may be picturing. Instead, he describes them as 2,000-pound, triple-locked, double-walled steel boxes that are installed indoors, monitored by security cameras, and restocked only by his vetted staff members. A federal license is not required to sell ammunition, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives told NPR in a statement. It added that commercial sales must comply with state laws as well as any applicable federal laws. Major says the company does not currently have plans to use the technology for background checks, but will continue to follow federal, state, and local laws. If you look at the way it is currently sold in our country, we are the safest and most secure method of ammo retail sales on the market today, Majors added. Gun violence prevention researchers and gun control advocates are not convinced. Chris Brown, the president of the Brady Center to Prevent Gun Violence, said in a statement that stores agreeing to host the machines put their customers and communities at risk and also open the door to legal liability. We need to remove these machines from our grocery stores, and we need to do it now, she added. The machines carry major brands of shotgun, rifle, and handgun rounds that are commonly available at other retailers, Major says. Some inventory varies by location based on the phase of hunting season and what's popular in specific communities. We had someone tell us that they wanted a 410 shotgun round in this particular community because a lot of the folks will use that for varmints and snakes and things like that get on their property, he explained. The vending machines use touchscreen technology. Shoppers can scroll through and select which product they want. In order to check out, they must scan their ID, which Major says serves both to verify that they are of age, which is 21 at all American Rounds machines, and that their ID isn't fake or expired. The machine then does a facial recognition scan to match the shopper's face to their ID. Otherwise, the transaction is voided. Major stressed that the company doesn't store or sell that data.
It fucking does. Is that it?
That's it.
Well, here's the thing, man. It's a good fucking idea. This whole background check thing for ammo is nuts. You don't have to have a background check to get ammo. What do you mean? That's crazy. You should never have to. It doesn't do anything without a gun. You need a background check for a gun, not for ammo. What are you gonna do? Throw a fucking bullet at a guy? You don't need to. You just gotta be over 21 because it has gunpowder in it.
Just pliers and a hammer.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
Fuck, but you also need to be over 21 to buy a lighter. Or matches or whatever. You don't need background checks for bullets is too fucking much, guys. I got one little gun charge. I gotta get the fucking man. When I go get a gun, I gotta like the gun. I gotta pay for the gun. I gotta pay for the background check. I gotta come back in a week. I gotta ask them. They gotta run it again. I gotta come back in another week before. It's a big scam. Because they're like, oh, you might just be mad or something. I got rights, man. A lot of these background check fucking laws are nuts, man. I should be able to have all the guns I want, obviously. But the bullets everywhere. I mean, it doesn't mean there's more bullets. That's the thing. Just because you can get the bullets out of a vending machine doesn't mean there's all of a sudden more bullets. If they put one of those vending machines here, it'll be empty in an hour and a half. And there's still no more bullets. You can't go buy 9mm rounds anywhere because we don't have any. That doesn't change the fact of if you put them in a vending machine or not. Then we just don't have them in the vending machine. Then it's just says those out there instead of on the shelf. I think people are confusing the fact of oh, this makes it easier to buy ammunition. It doesn't. It's not. It's never been hard to buy ammunition. There's no background check for ammunition. The only thing that limits buying ammunition is scarcity of ammunition. If there's no 9 rounds to buy, nobody buys 9mm rounds. Remember when we went through the scarcity? Remember 22 rounds when you couldn't buy fucking 22 rounds? For years you couldn't fucking buy the things. That's not because they were or were not in a vending machine. That's because we didn't have them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's able to... I don't know how easy it is to buy ammunition online underage. I feel like it'd be easier to steal it from a store. And I think in that case, the fucking vending machines are better because kids can't walk by and steal ammunition. Which, I mean, when we were kids making zip guns and shit, you just walk over to the Sports Authority, fucking sports, whatever the fuck, and just grab a pocket of 22 rounds, just put them in your pocket and leave. Steal them. I mean, if they're all locked up in vending machines, it seems like this is a way to fuel the apocalypse a little bit, you know? We all want to live in Call of Duty Zombie Land where you can go to a vending machine and get bullets, you know, how fun. And also, set back a little bit of these, people that can't buy bullets getting bullets. And also, in our neck of the woods, in our community, we have irrational bullet restrictions. When you use 9mm rounds and they're available, you can only get 2 fucking boxes unless you know the dude behind the counter. Then he'll sell you 10 or 12. It's a little fucking crazy.
I was able to get 4.
Were you able to get 4? 2.
Well,
One little gun charge. One.
I got 4 because it was 2. So I'm like, well, I said, is there a limit? And he said no. And I'm like, well, I'm fucking getting 4.
There you go. Yeah,
that's what I can afford right now.
The last time they limited me to 2. I don't know if it was because of my tattoos.
It wasn't just you. It was
because
everybody.
I'm black? What the fuck is it, man? I don't know. It's because I look like a criminal? What it is, right? I don't know. What I'm saying is, it makes it more difficult to purchase ammunition. It in no way makes it easier to purchase ammunition, and it doesn't make more ammunition available because they're only going to give the same amount of ammunition that they ever gave to the store. The store isn't going to put in the fucking bullet vending machine, and now all of a sudden they're going to get a surplus of 100,000 more cases of ammo because they put the fucking thing in there. They're only going to get as much as they were ever getting in the first place. How you obtain it doesn't matter. It's how much they're going to give the guy to fucking sell, and they're not going to obviously give him any more to sell because that doesn't matter. If anything, it's going to make it more of a fucking pain in the ass because he can't just walk over there and grab 4 boxes and fucking put them on the counter and buy them. You got to put, ding, 1 box and dick around, fucking little, all this stupid shit. You can't just grab them. I think in the essence of like for gun control, I think it's a step in the way of gun control because it's more ammo control. And not only that, but how easy is it to start fucking etching bullets then? You got this fucking thing in an AI machine that's only going to give you a certain amount of bullets. It's going to take a record, which is going to say it's not going to sell, fuck you. What it is going to do is going to keep a record of the fact that you bought this many rounds and when you bought them and how often you buy them. And then eventually they're going to come up with the same technology that they use to etch on fucking little tags that they do at the fucking pet store for your fucking dog. And then they'll just etch the bullets in a little spot. And then your shell casings, they can fucking figure them out. They can pick them up. Then you can't commit crimes anymore, right? So, I don't know. I think it's dangerous. I think it's a step in the way of like gun control. I don't think it supports the Second Amendment at all. But, I mean, I guess less kids will have bullets. I think we should work on less kids having guns. But, whatever. Bullets. Sure, less kids have bullets, too. We limited firecrackers. No kids have firecrackers. We can do it to bullets, too, I guess, right? Let's fucking do it to bullets. Fucking A.
All right. On that note, we are going to get the fuck out of here. We went over an hour this time.
Fucking go. I know you ain't watching anymore. Shut up. You ain't watching anymore.
All right. Oh, and we will not see you next week because I am going out of town.
Johnny's fucking leaving. Pray for him, Christians.
And we'll see you when we see you. New podcast starting every Tuesday at 8 a.m. or hear previous episodes anytime.
Come on back every week, see sweet Poppy. I got what you need.
You can email us at who'stalkingshh@gmail.com. That's 3 H's.
That's it. Email me. I want to read your shit.
You can leave a voice message on Anchor and possibly be included in an upcoming episode. Tell us how much you like it or if you think it sucks.
Leave me a name and number after the beep.
Go to our Facebook page link on Anchor.
You know you like me.
You can also hear us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more.
You know me. I'm on all the platties, dawg.